Hello everyone and welcome to Factorio. I'm Par and I will be playing Seablock now. In the previous episode we built this awesome block, so I think we forgot to add some lights to it. Let's do it now. So let's add some lights. And that block is producing copper plates from copper ingots, and it uses, like, that's the most important part, it does it through the coils, through copper sheet coils. And that's great because it adds like 15 or so productivity, bonus to the whole process. Makes it really, really good. Really good stuff. Now, let's see and try to... So I added the lamps here. Now we have the lamps, that's good. Now, what I want to do in this episode, I want to upgrade some other places. So this place is upgraded, I believe. It's looking good. It's giving us our tin plates. The inserters are a little bit slow. It might make sense to get better inserters at some point. Okay. What should we do today? I would like to make this build significantly better. Yes. I think I'd like to do that. Let's start by upgrading this blast furnaces and this processing ore processors. Let's upgrade them. Now, what we want to do now. I'd like to use this build, let me move over there. I'd like to use this new build that we just designed in the previous episode. This one. I want to use this one. And I might actually replace this block from it. So that instead of having this block with like belts, we could maybe rely on this line of furnaces instead. I don't know, let's see. Let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. So what do we need for that to work? We need, I feel, to stop export of all of these things. So let's do that. One thing to keep in mind is that I would want to have a space, let's say a space for one belt that will be used to deliver barrels. It will be used to deliver barrels from lubricant. Because at some point we'll start requesting lubricant. We are not actually doing it here, not yet, but here what I had in mind is I'll just remove some of this or certain facilities that I think are not really needed at this point. We don't need this many of them. And yeah, that should be enough, maybe. Yeah, let's see what's happening here. We are sending all of that to the right. I think it would make sense to do it like this. And here we don't actually need any prioritization. This is awesome. Copper is looking great. Okay, next thing that I would like to do, I would like to disable these conditions. So this should allow all copper and tin to be consumed. Yeah, it should make picking it up with the robots significantly easier because they wouldn't have to actually carry any of the plates, right, into like storage chests or somewhere. This part, it's actually exporting a little bit of ingots. I'm not sure whether we need that, to be honest. I don't think we need the ingots anyway. Tin ingots of all things. Yeah, I think we don't need this one. Okay. It's almost happened. Oh, look at that, we're actually sending some tin over there. Okay. Okay, we'll keep it in mind. We'll keep it in mind that we are sending some tin here to make this part of the build work. Actually, why don't I upgrade this ones as well? Let's just upgrade this. Yep. Looking good. So now I feel like we can start clearing that. Delete this part. We can... Oh, I removed electricity, didn't I? Yep. Well, that means that we can take all of that away. Let's do that. So now the robots will pick all of that up. Let me just double check the connections. This is the same. I was checking whether this logistic network is the same network as our external one. How many? Have only one logistic network. That's good. Working as intended. Oh, did you delete this one? I think I did it by accident. I didn't mean to. At least I don't think I meant to do that. Maybe we could just copy it or something. Like this. It's better. Let's see. This part, I just don't want to deal with this yet. Don't deal with it. Nice. Let's copy our new awesome build. It starts from here. Nice. Right, that's the start of the build, and we will stop copying here. Okay. How do we want to fit it? How should we do it? So we will have... Yeah, let's think. Let's think about it a little bit. We could place it here, for example. Or even here, which should give us lots of room. Yeah, it will give us a lot of room to do something here on the left. Maybe we'll even have like a better production of we could have better production of copper there. Let's think. If I place it here. Yes, let's do it here. I'm not sure whether it's a good idea or not. I don't know. I really don't know. And we could, I think, improve this part, the ingot production, a lot. Don't we have a build somewhere that is really good for ingots? Tin, right? We were working on tin. So our tin build, this one, is really good. Wait, but tin needs... Okay, let's forget this tin. Not that part. we have here for the wires, we have copper build. That's really good. This one. Why don't I have this thing over here? Let's take a look. So, if we go with this process for the copper, we need 105 copper ingots. For the copper plus tin build, we're actually interested only in half of it, in this amount, right? 60 copper plates, because only half of the block actually works. So it's 52.5 ingots. And to produce them using this process, how much copper do we actually need? Well, not even copper, we need more than 4 blast furnaces. We basically need 6 of this. And the ratio would be like 6 to 2, I think. We're not using this one, are we? No. Well, actually this one would be pretty nice. Or processor 3. Do we have our processor 3? We cannot produce it yet. But it would be nice to have it. Okay, let's take a look at this part again. This one. Somehow it's working. Okay, I actually used previous blast furnace 2. That's okay. Let's use blast furnace 2. Can I make our processor 3? No, I cannot. It's not yet. I guess I'm missing some technologies for that. That is fine. Right, so if we go with this, it means that we need 6 blast furnaces and 12 ore processors. And we'll obviously be fitting them with this thing, with charcoal. And we'll also need some... Okay, we can get back to that later, right? With oxygen, because I think we'll want to produce a little bit more oxygen. Okay. Now, let's try what I'm basically doing. I'm essentially removing this whole thing. Right, I think that's what I'm doing. I'm basically deleting these blocks, like all of that is just gone. I'm just saying that this is not important for this build. I think. Let's get back here and we will copy this block like that. Right, let's copy it. So we have 2 of this here. We actually need to have like 6, I believe. Let's try again and see whether this works. So we have this build. We'll need to turn this around like that. And now, with this build here, you can basically copy it. Just like this. Right? Let's see. We have 1, 2, and we want a couple more of those copies, right? 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 of them. And they require 35 copper ore as an input. That's actually not a lot. That is not a lot. We could move all of this to the side, in theory. Do we want to or not? I'm not sure. I don't think we really want to do that. Okay, let's back here. We will add some pipes here to connect. This will not be copper, by the way. This will be the tin sheet coils. Oh, wait. We don't have the process for the tin. Okay, that is actually really unfortunate. That is really unfortunate. What do we do? We don't have the thing for the tin. Can you quickly research it for the tin? Okay, tin. On this one. Takes 3000, but it's really important. We have enough things to research. Okay, we have enough of this, and we are missing circuits. And circuits, what are they missing now? Right, iron. And iron is experiencing some difficulties. We are producing iron, and we are supposed to be, yes, we are exporting it. So it's kind of working, but it's not in the greatest shape. Okay, so what do we do when we have this problem? When we have such problem, what do we do? Well, I would do the following. I would disconnect it here. Disconnect it here. And I would add a connection like this. Just like a temporary thing, right? The important part is that this process... don't we have water here? I think we were supposed to have water here. So the important part is that this process gets some water. And this thing will work for now until we finish the research. Okay, so now this part. We can actually start sending it the ore. We will not need the splitter, we will not be using it. And the tin needs to get here. And that's pretty much it, except for this part. Nice. And yes, I think that's good enough. I feel like that would be good enough. We'll connect here, we'll connect here. This might need a different connection, maybe like from this side. Actually, why don't we do that? Looks like a pretty good spot, like right here. Right, so we will not need this one, we will not need this one, and we will not need this one. Okay, what is happening now? Now we need to feed the results from here to, let's say, 1, 2, 3, well, 1 copy, 2 copies, 3 copies, 5, 6, wait, it's not 12, that's 10. That doesn't seem to be enough for what we need. However, we could have, well, let's leave this part there. Let's just ignore it's even a thing. And we could maybe add... we need just one more, right? We need 6 one. So before we do that, let's split this. Let's say here, from this moment, we are really interested in the outer things. And here we'll do the same. I basically want to merge 2 belts into one, and that's what we'll do here. This part needs to go here. So we will send how do we do that? We will use these things like this. Yep. Basically merge all of that. And send it over here. Like this. And another belt will come from this side. Here. Here. Or like somewhere. We'll need to figure that part out. Yep. Looking good. That is looking good. So we have some copper coming here. And we need to add just one more. One of such blocks will be enough for us. Let's grab it here. And we will place it right here. I think it's a pretty good spot. Right? A little bit of spaghetti, but it's kind of looking nice, let's say. Right. We'll have charcoal returned back to us, and we'll just drop it. Well, we don't even have to do it like this. We could make it a little bit more compact, right? It would be better to have it a little bit compact. And we will have some space here for the oxygen, I guess. Or maybe here. We'll figure it out. Let's think. We also need charcoal here. So how would we get it? Well, that should be easy. Right? That should be easy. Can move this down. And we could bring charcoal right here. Basically, only leftovers of charcoal, like leftovers from the smelting, will reach that point. Okay, let's see. This part will work. This part will work. We will get things and they will be consumed. Okay, we should say that input priority is from the right. I mean, we don't have to do that. Okay, input priority from the left. We don't have to do that, but I just feel that it's better to let this thing kind of back up. Not exactly back up, but it has longer buffers. This one has shorter buffer. Not really. I think I'm saying some nonsense, but I'm not sure how true that is. Maybe it doesn't really matter what we are doing here. Let's see. Oh, oxygen. Right. How could I forget about that? So we need connection here, 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 and here. So we have lots of connections there to the oxygen. And we need to do something with the oxygen here as well, right? How would we do this? Let's say like this. Right. So now we have oxygen. Well, we don't really have it, but we can have it if we add like some oxygen plant right here. And for the oxygen, how much do we actually need? We need to power a tiny bit more, right? Because we also have this block. So we'll need to overbuild oxygen a little bit. Let's just keep it in mind. So you need 2 chemical plants and what? And 4 air filters. Let's overbuild it. Let's say we are going for a little bit more, for like I don't know, 90. That would mean 3 chemical plants and 6 air filters. How many air filters do we have here? Let's build. I kind of like how we have 4 to 7. Here we need 3 to 6. But I really like this usage of air filters here. Can we fit them in here? We almost can, not quite. Almost. Let's do that. Let's do that. I think I'd like to do that. Okay, we have lots of oxygen. And now we just need to place how many? I think it was like we wanted 4, right? So let's figure this out. 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. Really? It kinda doesn't sound that hard to do that, to be honest. Let's add a couple. What should we do actually here? Let's think. Okay, this should do it. We have a couple of power poles here. Now, we only need to do one basic thing, right? We only need to, first of all, attach the things here. And second goal that we have is to... Oh, why did I remove it? I don't want to remove it. I want to send it from this side. So this side will be the one giving us all oxygen. So we'll receive a lot of oxygen from this side, and we need to make sure that we flare all nitrogen. We can do here and I think here. I think 2 flare stacks should be enough. Yeah, I feel that would be enough. Let's see what's happening. I think this should basically do it. Unless I'm mistaken, like really mistaken. Alright, we also need some oxygen here. Let's make sure this part is getting some oxygen as well. We overbuilt it for a reason, right? And here we have it. So now this part should be working. It's receiving. No, it's not receiving. It should be receiving tin ingots. So now it is receiving them. I want to move this part here to make it a little bit nicer to have space for lubricant, right? Because we'll have lubricant coming from that side. And here we will have this built. This one. This part. Yeah. Awesome. We got it. Okay. Let's kind of place it properly. So we'll have this one here, and this one will be here. And I'll need a power pole. Let's take a look. So this part is working. It's given us 10 thingies. I could actually, well, not really remove, but I want to use a splitter, and I want to split it into like one type of coil versus another type of coil. Okay, let's see. We could have the top one being tin. Let's say this will be our tin. Tin. This one, that's tin. And top one, meaning this one, also tin. Awesome, looking great. Now this part, what are we missing here? That's the question. We have molten copper, it's getting delivered here. We have proper recipe. And we are getting coolant because we added this part. So it might take some time for the build to start up properly, and then we'll need to fix the part with the water, because right now I basically cut it off here. You can kind of see the part where it got cut off. But it shouldn't be that hard to fix the connection, and we just need to disconnect the water and everything should work. Like this whole thing should work with tin once we get the research. What is wrong with research now? Well, it seems as if we have everything, but green circuits are becoming a problem. Maybe I should just copy this whole block for green circuits. The thing is that I'm not, like, I don't really like it. I'm not quite satisfied with this block. I guess it's doing what it's supposed to do, but maybe it could be made a little bit faster. The iron is the problem. It's consuming too much iron. So what we could do, we could actually get the coils here. Get like 2 belts of coils, and we could transform some of them, like, you know, uncoil some of them here, and then we could uncoil them further up there. Or we could just upgrade it to belt 3, to be honest. Maybe that's easier, maybe that's what I'll do. Let's take a look at this part and try to understand what's actually happening here, and how we want to proceed. I want basically this part. We kind of copy it here. Right. Here and here. Another thing that I want on the right side to have copper sheet coils. Right, let's say we'll have them on the right side. So let's some things here, and this will be copper sheet coils. So these ones will be the tin sheet coils. Where are tin ones? Tin sheet coils will go here. This part will be the copper, but we'll copy it first, and we'll also have a tin one. And the above one will just get lots of like bottles without any condition there. Let's take another look. Okay, like this. So this is copper, below this is tin. Tin is above. Copper is below. Good. Here. Copper below. Tin sheet coil. This one tin. And we need to add a connection. Okay, so this is checking tin, and this needs to check the copper. I feel that is it. We have some empty space here, but we basically are not really using the space at this moment for anything. What we could do, we could actually make it a little bit nicer. We could add a line here and just, we could export basically the excess of charcoal. So here we give priority to the right, so we'll be sending lots of charcoal here. Here we'll give priority to the left, and we'll be feeding this whole block with charcoal. And if we have any leftovers, for whatever reasons, we'll just export it. And we have a condition here, like exporting up to 50,000 of charcoal. Sounds like a good plan. I like it. Let's see what's actually happening. We have a little bit of these things, of like bronze. So what is that? What is that thing? Bronze, yes. So we have lots of bronze. We are getting shit coils. Like this build, like I really like this idea, because how it works, it basically gives priority to the plates. We are converting all shit coils into plates because we can, and at some point the consumption of the plates is supposed to go down. It's supposed to go down to the point that we don't need these things anymore. I mean, we could still keep them, but we can safely switch to consume shit coils, and it should work. It should work. It's just that plates will have like better supply than shit coils, which is it's okay, in my opinion. Not a big deal. Okay, let's double check what we have. Tin, good. Copper, good. Tin shit coil, good. Copper shit coil, this is correct. This is supposed to be tin. It is tin. This is copper. Okay, looking great. Are there any issues with this build? Yes, there are. We need to say output priority to the left, and here we don't even need to do anything. We also say input priority from the right. And here we could say input priority from the right. And the reason I'm doing that, I want this belt to back up a little bit. If it can back up, I want it to back up. One problem that we have here. Why are we not running non-stop? Alright, we are not running here because we are actually limited by this part. But what is the problem here? We cannot export things. Okay, this part. It's placing things on the close belt, far side, close side, far side. This one close side. And for some reason, it's not getting properly balanced. What if we added this kind of thing to this build? Would it help? Because what I want the build to be consumed on both sides. I really want the build to be consumed on both sides, because otherwise it's not running all the time. So let's check whether this helped us or not. It probably did help. So the way we are checking this, I'm basically looking, and I want to make sure that both sides of the belt are consumed here. I don't feel like it's happening. I don't feel like it's working how it's supposed to work. Yeah, I want the okay, let's think. I want the consumption to happen from both sides. However, we know that this part will effectively, like essentially, consume on the left side of the belt. So we want the splitter to drop things on both sides. How do you do that? Let's try differently. We'll try something different. Let's say this will go directly. And this thing will just do it like this. Yes, because I think what will happen is that the left side will go straight here, will go forward, and the right side will be sent over here occasionally. And it's still not great, isn't it? I think it's still not great. Because as soon as we have any space here, then the other one will be used, the close one. How is this better than the previous design that we had? I'm not sure I see how this is better. And also I'm not sure I understand why this thing seems to be significantly slower. Oh, I see. It's significantly slower because this recipe is really bad. It requires lots more Stencaster machines. Like if you are not using coolant, because look at this. It produces 2 shit coils over 4 seconds, and this one is producing 4 shit coils over 2 seconds, so this is 2 times faster. But I don't like that it's not able to fully consume the input. Still, I think this is better, right? This is probably better approach to that, or not? Okay, let's see. This is sending things to the left, right, left, right. And here we are consuming from the other side more, so let's actually set offset here. It's not exactly the way I wanted to fix this issue, but if it works, I guess. And then we'll have like this one getting stuck, yeah. What might help is improving the speed of this belt to like blue belts. Do we actually have blue belts? Let's check. Belt. No, we don't have blue belts. Let's quickly set them up. Let's get some blue belts. So I think I want to have blue belts here. Can I actually... Oh, I don't have them. I do not have them. Not have them. It's okay. It's okay. Here, do we have the same problem? Yes, let's place it on the further side. And let's set the same mechanism here. Just because I think we'll need it in the future, and I want our builds to be kind symmetrical, consistent, say. I want it to be the same all the time. So this part, I'm switching it to the furthest side, this one to the furthest side. Wait a little bit, this will get fixed, and we can actually observe how this one looks like. What is copper? Here it is. So let's look at this again. I mean, this whole thing is looking really good. It's looking really, really good. All of this are running. Nothing, nothing. Lots of stuff, nothing, nothing. So we have lots of stuff here. I mean, all of this should get fixed once we improve the throughput of this belt. Right, we just need to replace this belt with the blue one, and it will be fine. We can also make it a little bit better by feeding things directly here as well. And maybe we should, now that I think about it. Let's make a tiny improvement. I think it will be useful for the build. We are doing it up to here. Right, let's do that. So let's say we'll go here and we'll just connect things like that. We have the same thing on the other side. From here, like this. Okay, great. This way, we shouldn't really have any problems with, like we shouldn't have a situation like we had before when some machines were not really working properly. We can actually send output priority to the right, and here output priority to the left. I'll wait a little bit. This should be looking great, working great. Oh no, let's send them the other way around. Let's send them to the right first, because we do not want to accidentally export more coils than we should, right? We really want to make sure that this part is fully saturated, and then like the leftovers can kind of go here and help with whatever needs to happen on this side. Right, okay, this, I think this is the way. This is the way. Let's apply the same fix to this build. How do we do it? We add here, here. We add things there, a couple of splitters, and we need to, like this. Awesome, that's it. Now we improved our copper production build. Well, it's not really for copper, right? We can reuse this blueprint in lots of places, but knowing that it works and it works well, I think that's good. That feels good. Now that your build works and you can reuse it in many places. Let's take again a look here. This part working. We are producing some tin, not a lot of tin. We actually lost quite a bit of tin production with that. I think I need to double check. I need to look at it in the future. But at the very least, these things are not blocked at all. Like they're always consumed. We are always consuming all of that. If you have any leftover of copper sheet coils, they're sent to the right, or at least they're supposed to be sent to the right. I don't see them actually arriving there for some reason. I mean, this is supposed to work really well. Let's wait. Oh, and we have the tin casting happening. That's good. So output period to the left here. We are letting things go straight here. Unless they cannot be sent, then they will be sent over here. Good. This build is working. Copper is working. Copper and tin is also working. I just want to observe it again to make sure everything is looking really good. Nice. Let's take a look at our dashboard. The ores are fine. We are a little bit short on critinium. I'm not sure I liked it, but it's probably okay. Let's see. Let's wait and see what happens. Maybe it will recover because it's started to go down. This part we are missing a little bit of tin. We have a problem with tin now, actually, because we have only half of tin production compared to what we should have. Oh, we don't have solder. Interesting. Iron. What's happening with iron? Are we in good shape? We are producing iron. We are sending it over there. So I guess iron is okay. We could, actually, now that I think about it, we could repurpose this build to steel and maybe even add some blast furnaces over there for the steel and place the iron, but like doubled iron here. So that's an idea. Interesting. Let's consider it, but I'm not gonna be doing anything with this block yet. I think it's good enough. And we, like, not that long ago, actually rebuilt this block, so it's not that bad. It's not that bad. But I really like this design. I think it's super compact. It's like very, very compact, and it gives basically double the amount of plates compared to this design. It's more efficient in terms of how we are feeding things into the furnaces. Right? It's more efficient, but at the same time, upgrading this one is not that hard. Kind of straightforward upgrade. And another reason why I like it is the fact that we can export both the coils and the plates. Right here, it's I mean, it could be done, but it's a little bit trickier. And this also uses a little bit more assembly machines than I needed. This is using exactly, well, almost exactly like half machine more than needed. And yeah, don't look at tin not working. It's not working because it's running off the water instead of coolant. Okay, so that was this build. I don't really see us really producing the copper. Did I make a mistake? Okay, I'm producing 10. Oh, I made a mistake. I overproduced copper. We don't need this much copper. We need like only half of it. Double the amount of copper here. You know what? It's okay. It's okay. We'll have a little bit more of copper. Not a big deal. I could remove this one, but it doesn't really hurt, right? We could have it, because what we actually need, we needed 3, right? We needed, so if we go back to the proportions that I actually needed, right, with 60, we need only 6 blast furnaces, and we have 10 plus 2, so we needed only up to here. We didn't need any of this here. So this build is actually, I mean, this is really compact. It like takes half of a block, right? Look, takes half of a block. We wouldn't have charcoal, but we can have a build basically dedicated to this. It's like if you copy this whole thing, gonna copy it here, paste it here, we could have a really good block producing and the thing is, it doesn't have to be charcoal, does it? Let's check. Yes, this thing doesn't even have to run on charcoal. That's the best part. So we can double this production with like copper only, for example, or some other metal. It doesn't have to be copper, right? Well, it kind of does, because on like copper and tin have and like iron have really simple processes. But we could easily double that. There will be enough space for air filters. And what else could we do? Double it. If we double it, it will be 240 per second of plates. 240 plates per second. I like the sound of it. I like the sound of it. Maybe we'll use it at some point, because I don't think we can actually beacon this. No, we can. Well, we can speed model it, right? We can speed model it, we cannot productivity model it. So this design can be beaconed a little bit, it might end up working a little bit faster. But we'll probably need to... Yes, this thing accepts only one module. That means that we might need to extend it a little bit. Good news is that we have some space, some room to extend it forward, so that's good. Okay, let's take a break here. Thanks everyone for watching. That was an episode where we switched tin and copper production to this new method. See you in the next episode. Cheers!